Great. So that's the marinade. We'll talk about the steak. Chuck blade roast, or the trendy name now, which will cost an extra $10 a pound, flat iron steak. Does anyone cook with flat iron steak? Has cooked with flat iron steak? Chuck blade roast. This is typically a very inexpensive cut of meat. My grandmother used to roast this meat, and she would sear it in olive oil, spice, add tomatoes, garlic, onions, herbs, and cook it for 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours. Because if you look at it, it looks like a tough cut of meat. There's a lot going on here. But this beautiful marble you can see here, it's a beautiful marble, almost like Kobe beef, a really expensive Japanese cut of beef. And when you cook it and cut it properly, it's going to turn into that amazing, delicious, almost sushi quality meat with the flavor of filet mignon. So, it's a little hard. This center part here can be a little tough. When you roast this meat for 4 to 5 hours, this center part becomes the best part of the meat. It just becomes so flavorful and so delicious. But when you grill it quickly, it can be a little tough. So I like to cut it out. And I'll show you how to do it. Stick it straight up like this. What does everyone think of the marinade? Everybody has to try it? It's good. Pretty simple to make. Okay, excellent. Alright, so the meat. We'll cut the meat up quickly. We're going to tenderize it. So, see the grains going this way? So I'm going to place it straight up like this. I'm going to cut it in half like this, straight down. Almost like a filet mignon portion. That looks familiar, right? Like a filet mignon. It costs about $4 a pound, not 20. Okay. And what we do, we're going to cut this piece out in the middle. We're going to cut straight down. Okay. And then we're going to cut almost like sashimi style pieces. So 1, 2, 3. Now to tenderize it even more, you can use your knife, and you can sort of go like this, sort of scoring it, tenderizing it. Same thing to the other side. Now you want to cut this thinly, about a quarter of an inch thick. And this meat, we're going to cook all the way through. Because it has a lot of tough parts to it. You got to cook that through. If you serve this medium rare, this tough part's going to be tough. You cook it through, it's going to turn into butter. So that's pretty much it. And then here's this tough part over here. I'm going to just cut this tough part out. You can keep it in. Butchers like this. It cooks down. But I take it out. Leave a little bit of fat, that's fine. And then just cut the same thing, right down. About a quarter of an inch thick, like that. See the beautiful marble action here? It's going to be so tender. It's like a delicious steak. Okay, so what we can do now is we can start to drill the samples. I'll start to prepare the samples. You can try in probably 5 to 10 minutes. Kimchi is something that is very spicy. And I'll let everybody try this kimchi. It works perfectly. It's very traditional with Korean barbecue. Very spicy, so if you love chili, you're going to love kimchi. Not a fan of chili? You can stay away from kimchi. You can serve this inside. So I'm just going to place the barbecue and the marinade. 10 minutes. And we'll grill it. it gets the grain thinly, really penetrates that meat. It turns it into almost sushi quality tender meat. And the marinade too. Because what happens is the salt and the soy cuts through the meat and tenderizes. Salt traditionally tenderizes meat, fish, anything. And the soy sauce does that to the meat as well. Sugar, a little bit of sugar, caramelizes the meat. So you get that nice crispy outside and a little bit of sugar.
You use a grain cut, underboiled.
You know what? With this, you can use it with chicken, shrimp. Oh, for Condé Nast. Recently in New York City, Condé Nast magazine invited me in to be the guest chef, and I prepared my Korean barbecue. And I talked to the head chef, and they're like, okay, Korean barbecue is one of my signature dishes. And they're like, well, editors at Condé Nast magazine typically would not eat meat. And, all right, so what do we do? You like try shrimp. Okay. I thought maybe the flavors were a little too strong for shrimp. Like, initially, I thought that maybe the Korean barbecue flavor would just overpower the shrimp. But I tried it. And I'm like, this is amazing. The Korean barbecue really just penetrated the shrimp enough and flavored the shrimp enough to just add that Korean twist to shrimp, and it was delicious. And it sold out in like 20 minutes. So you can do shrimp, chicken, tofu, vegetables. I'd be happy to hear, like, if you have any comments about the Korean barbecue, or if you try the dish at home tonight or later and you have a suggestion for me, you know, go to Facebook or go to my website at gourmetbachelor.com and send me an email, send me a question. Be happy to answer it. This is kimchi, yes.
Did you make it yourself?
I didn't. No, this is something like my food's just 20 minutes or less for the most part, and fresh local ingredients. So this is something that traditionally they would ferment it for days underground.
Weeks or months to a year.
Yeah, months to a year to make the kimchi. So no, I buy it though, fresh homemade. I think that's where when I buy pasta, I no longer make homemade pasta. I used to make it with my grandmother when I was a little boy. But I think, especially in New York and Jersey, all around the world, around the country, really, we can buy freshly made ingredients like kimchi or like homemade pasta in our favorite supermarket. So, and that's what I do. I go to like my favorite Korean grocery store, and I know the lady that actually makes this kimchi. I don't know how she makes it in the New York City apartment, but she makes it.